And there we go. Look at that. Beautiful flakes. Oh my days. Wagwan, wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris, and you're watching Morris Time Cooking.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
So here I have 4 chicken leg quarters weighing about 2.5 pounds. These came already clean to an extent. But we're still going to give it some nice prep up, take off that excess fat, because you don't want to be biting into any fat, right? We don't want to take off too much of the skin, because that's where we're going to get a lot of flavor and crispiness, right? See that? All that extra skin and fat, we don't want that. You want to grab yourself a paring knife, and then you're going to look on the skin if there's any excess feathers or any debris that you can clean off the skin. I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice. You can use lime if you have that, and some vinegar. And just wash those up nicely. And we're going to rinse. I'm going to pot dry these. So I'm going to flip that over. And right where the bone is, I'm going to cut a line across the bone. Just to butterfly this in a sense and get it thicker. So just cut around the bone a little bit, and that way it cooks quicker. So this portion of it is optional, but as I said, instead of this being thick, I want it to be flatter, right? And essentially longer. So there we go. So we're going to keep the seasoning simple. We're going to go into a little bit of olive oil, just so we can bind everything together. So about less than a tablespoon. I'm going to go into some all-purpose seasoning. Now be generous. About a tablespoon and a half black pepper. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Very simple. You can season this with whatever seasoning you can find. And a teaspoon of onion powder. Half teaspoon garlic powder. Final touch, a little paprika. About a teaspoon. That's going to give us a nice color on the chicken. If you have green seasoning, you can go ahead and use that right now. But for me, this is what I'm going to be using. Rub that up. Just massage that in beautifully. You want to lift and go underneath that skin. So always go underneath the skin so you can maximize on flavor. So there we go. That's beautifully seasoned underneath the skin all around. Now we're going to allow this to just sit and marinate. For breading for the chicken, we're going to season it the same way we season the chicken. So black pepper. So we have 2 cups of flour, about a half teaspoon of black pepper, a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, about a half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon garlic powder, quarter teaspoon onion powder, same for the paprika, tablespoon of baking powder. We're just going to mix that up. If you have cornstarch, you can add it as well. That will help with the crunch factor. Baking powder helps us to give us a nice light mixture. So we have our oil going, heating up at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I previously got some chicken fried in this one. So we're going to bread up the chicken now. Got that beautiful chicken right into the breading. Gonna toss that up. Press that down. This same container, I'm gonna get some water in here real quick. Gonna top off the excess flour off the chicken into our water dip. Ensure it's fully submerged. Drain. And back into our breading mix. So I'm gonna do 2 at a time this time. And we just double bread this because we want to get nice crispy skin for that sauce, right? Press that down. Check the skin, ensure it's not folded, whereas it's not fully covered. So you pull back the skin, check if everything is fully covered. You knock that off, tap off the excess, and there we go. Beautiful. Right in our hot oil. Beautiful. Now this can hold all 4 because we have a nice size pan. You don't want to overcrowd it, because overcrowding will means that it will get cold real quick and you won't get that crunch. So 4 thighs can fit. And there we go, frying up beautifully. Look at that skin already, right? And we don't want to move this. Once you add it in the oil, you're going to leave that for about 3 or 5 minutes before you kind of move them around. Look at the skin, looking beautiful. Now you can spin it around so they're not sticking on each other or anything like that. We're just gonna turn those over so everybody gets some love. Holy, look at all those flakes. You see that? Beautiful. And because I cut this chicken, because I cut it away from the bone, that's gonna allow it to fry even quicker. Oh my days. So we want to fry this for about 12 to 15 minutes, right? On medium heat. They're going away nicely. You can cover it up for about 5 minutes, let them soak properly. Beautiful. So what you want to do, you want to turn this every so often so you don't get one side getting too dark, right? And it's still nice and crispy. Yeah, everything has a beautiful color. Still nice and crisp. That's what you want. I'm gonna cover this up again, and after 5 minutes you're good to go. Alright, here goes our alarm. Chicken is ready. Nice and juicy. Beautiful color all around. Just gonna remove those. Put that on our cooling rack so everything drains beautifully. And there we go. This moment is like deja vu when I made that KFC hot and spicy chicken. We're doing it all over again. I'll let this cool down and we're good to go. Look at that. Beautiful flakes. Oh my days. You ready? Oh God, fruit of my labor. Jaja. Yeah. Oh my days. Ooh. Get some of the escovitch sauce down. When ready? God! We know escovitch fish taste. We go taste escovitch chicken. It no miss. Eat your meat.
Did you use the like the grill?
Chicken by itself. Bud.
How juicy that is. You hear that? How flaky. You got that? Nice and flaky.
Well seasoned. Right, man. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment below. And say if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Jano, try it out at home. You won't be disappointed. Once again, thank you very much for watching. You see, until next time, safe travel upon the gravel. And go and big up on yourself.